gentlemen, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. It is an extreme honor and privilege to have with us our esteemed chief guest, Madam Sujata Chaturvedi, IAS Secretary Sports, Government of India. Before I invite Madam to speak, Madam Chaturvedi is a 1989 batch Indian Administrative Service officer of the Bihar cadre and has been working day and night tirelessly for ensuring Indian sports get the right support to success. Madam Sujata Chaturvedi will speak to us on technology and research support for sports development. Could we have a huge round of applause for Madam Chaturvedi, please?
Namaskar, good morning. Dr. Mahesh, Mr. Indranil, distinguished colleagues from various spheres of the world of sports. I see a lot of familiar faces here. It is indeed a great pleasure and privilege for me to be here this morning. And by Government of India standards, it's the right time. Offices start at 9 a.m. So when you said it's early, I wanted to say it's not. I have a great sort of personal happiness when I'm with the IIT people. I am not at all anywhere close to being anything to do with science or technology because I'm a humanities student, but I'm an IIT spouse. So I have a great deal of connection with the IIT, the world of IIT for the last 33 odd years. And ever since the director of IIT Chennai, Madras, has been interacting with me, it has been a great privilege and honor to listen to the kind of ideas and work that they aspire to do. I have been in the Department of Sports for about a little close to 3 years now. I started in 2021, October. By now, I see more and more of the challenges that we face in this sphere of work. And I also realize how little, how small our efforts seem to be in face of the challenges that we have. This is not to belittle the work that has been done by people at large and by all the state governments, the central government, but the challenge itself is so huge, and it becomes bigger by the day. As new technologies, modern tactics, and all kinds of new things come into the world of sports. The world of sports itself is very, very large. As you are aware, every day, some person in the world innovates and starts a new sport. In COVID, we saw the whole world of physical sports, the world of sports outdoors, undergo a massive tectonic shift. We witnessed the whole universe of work at home, sitting at home, work from home, and play from home. The world of esports and the entire digital space has become a prime example of what the future of sports looks like today. You would be aware that esports made a debut at the Tokyo Olympics as a demo event. And ever since then, we have now learned to deal with the new things that are coming by that beginning. This conclave, which you are now planning annually, will be a great help in bringing together all the people who are interested in furthering the cause of sports at large, technology in sports, and as we believe in the great powers of our own nation, where we are a giant in software, pharma, and many other sectors. So the same logic should apply to innovation and technology in sport. So to that extent, I fully support the idea that anything that we try and do should look at Atmanirbhar Bharat. I would like to tell you, by the way, the kind of interesting things that we're doing, and I haven't had an opportunity to talk to Dr. Mahesh about it, but a lot of you would be familiar with the anti-doping program. The anti-doping program is a pillar of sports, and it's very, very crucial for the athletes to succeed at the international arena or anywhere. We have a National Anti-Doping Agency, NADA, which works for this. And we also have the privilege of having a lab in India, which is the only lab in South Asia for dope testing, which is called National Dope Testing Laboratory. Both are located in the JN Stadium campus. Those of the experts here who would be interested to know more about these places, I would be very happy to facilitate your visit there. When I joined this department, I discovered that there was no laboratory to test the dietary supplements that are sold so commonly all over our country. A lot of these gyms have these big boxes of protein shakes and things like that. And a lot of that is not tested for dope. So this was a felt need. And a lot of our young athletes who specially come from the rural areas, they have no access to information about the negatives of consuming such products. And overall, there is a general lack of awareness. So in collaboration with the National Forensic Science University at Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, we started a project in our department to set up a dope supplement testing lab. And I'm very happy to inform you that the lab has started functioning. We were able to fund it, and the very enthusiastic team at that university took upon this challenge to set up this lab. And back to back with that effort, the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, NIPER at Hyderabad, also joined this effort. And the second lab is also on its way, which hopefully will start in a couple of months. So this particular effort shows that we in India can really take up challenges and handle them with our own scientific and technical capacity without referring to any international institution or help. So I am very proud and happy for the scientists and the professors and the faculty who work on such kind of projects, which will go a long way in helping the cause of sports. This is an exciting time to be in sports, specifically with reference to the Paris Olympics, which are starting literally in a few days now. I am happy to inform you that over 115 young men and women are going to represent us at Paris. We have high hopes. We are very enthusiastic about the whole thing. And I think we would like each one of us here and everywhere to cheer for our own young people as they fight the biggest and the highest level of battle at the world arena of sports. We did extremely well at the Tokyo Olympics, and we hope to continue in the same fashion this year also. Back to the main Olympics are the Paralympics, and for that, again, we are very hopeful. We have a lot of efforts put in by the para-athletes as well. So we are looking at a very good 2 months of sport in the coming days. You would all be aware of the Honorable Prime Minister's announcement last year of India's wish to host the 2036 Summer Olympics. On that account, we are working towards making the bid successful. And it is a large piece of work, so we will have to not only work hard for that, but also with all these efforts, like I would quote the Million Mutinies quote, where everybody works for it, including Professor Mahesh here and his team, to make India get its rightful place in the world in the scheme of things as a sporting giant. And I'm glad that all these efforts coming together look like the world is going to be very impressed with the kind of efforts that we are making for that. Talking about technology, I don't think I'm really qualified to talk about the kind of work and technology that the house here is familiar with. But just like I mentioned, there is a great felt need for all esteemed elite institutions to come together and help us to bridge the gap, which is felt every day. With the IIT Madras, a premier institution in engineering and technology, with an impressive track record of developing different industries important for our nation's development, their startup support and development initiatives. We are very hopeful that the CESA will pave the way for fostering a strong technology ecosystem and a culture of innovation for the development of sports. At the Sports Authority of India, we started a scheme called the National Center for Sports Science Research, NCSSR, a few years ago. It has been a slow to start kind of effort, but now we are happy that we have a full-time director who is a brigadier, retired brigadier from the army, Dr. Vibhu Nayak. He's here and he has taken over the center a couple of years ago. And the kind of efforts that we have started making are very heartening because our athletes are now getting the direct benefit of the experts that he brings along. He has a large team of science experts, sports science experts, and they're all working together to help this whole thing. Besides that, he's also setting up a lot of work in research and innovation at the NCSSR. And the NCSSR is collaborating with CESA to make the effort even larger. I look forward to the findings and discussions of this workshop, this whole conclave for today and tomorrow. And a lot of people from our department and such experts would also be joining. So we hope to learn from this. And I cannot once again express enough gratitude to the team here, to the director, IIT Madras, for this work that he is doing for sports. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.